Hello, good morning students. Very hearty welcome to GC Tech Hub CS tutorials. Students, in this class we are going to continue our discussion of Boolean algebra. We are going to take up two questions which would be drawing the truth table and the logic circuit diagram of two logical expressions. So first we will be discussing that, and then we would be proceeding towards discussing the basic postulates of Boolean algebra. So let us move on to today's class. So we will be first doing this. Draw the truth table and logic circuit diagram for the following logical expressions. So let's move on to today's class. First of all, I will copy this question. Now the first question is y equals AB plus B dash C plus C dash A. So y is a function in how many variables? We can see A, we can see B, and we can see C. So it is a function in three variables, which we can write in this manner. Now we need to draw the truth table. So we will be first writing the three variables in this way. After this, we need to derive B dash, C dash, A dash, that is complements of all the three. So it would be, we can write it like this: A dash, B dash, C dash, one after the other, which because we would be needing their complements in the rest of the steps. Next, we'll write AB, then we'll write B dash C, then we'll write C dash A dash. And finally, we would be writing the sum of all AB plus B dash C plus C dash A dash. Now we are just writing the combinations. Okay, and once we have written, because we have three inputs, so we know that base raised to the power number of inputs will give us the number of combinations of the values which are to be taken. Now we need to figure out A dash, so I will be working on this field. So it will be 1 1 1 1 and 0 0 0 0. Same way for B also, it will be 1 1 0 0, then 1 1 0 0. Then for C also it will be 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. Now we have to find out the value for AB. That is, we need to work on these two fields, A and B. And that is going to be A. Now what is the operation between A and B? If there is nothing between two variables, it means it is the logical multiplication. As it happens in mathematics, you might have seen if I write 4A, which means 4 times the value of A, right? So AB, that is AND operation, is there between A and B, and as we already know that AND operation means that if either one of the inputs is 0, the result is going to be 0. So we have zeros, 4 zeros here, so we can simply write zeros because it doesn't matter what is there later on. The first one itself is 0. Next 1 0, so that will also be 0, then 1 0, it will be 0, then 1 1. These two values are going to be 1. Now we have B dash and C. So it's going to be this C and B dash, that is AND operation between these two. AND operation will be performed between these two. So B dash and C, so 0 and 1, that will be 0, 1 and 1 will be 1, 0 and 0 will be 0, again 1 and 0 will be 0, 0 and 1 will be 0, 1 and 1 will be 1, this will be 0. Then we have C dash and A dash. So I'm going to first rub these values. So we'll be having C dash and A dash now, that is these two fields. So again it is an AND operation, and you can see 1 1 which will be 1. Then we have 1 0 will be 0. 1 1 will be 1. 1 0. And because we have 4 zeros here, so we can straight away write zeros. So we found out these three values also. Now what we need to do, our final step will be a simple OR operation between the three, that is these three. And because there is plus, which means OR operation. So now our results are going to be, now we know that for OR, if either of the inputs is 1, the result is 1. So we can see that there is 1 here. So as long as we continue getting at least 1 1, the result will be 1. This of course will be 0 because all three are zeros. Next also will be 0, and next three are going to be 1. So this is the result. This is what is going to be the answer for this question. That is the evaluation of this expression for different combinations of inputs. These are going to be the results for this function in three variables, three logical variables, that is A, B and C. Now the next one, that is x, y, z dash plus y, x plus z dash. It looks a bit complicated, but actually it is very easy. Again, we have to first figure out that this is a function in how many variables. As you can see that there are three variables, x, y and z, and none other. So we will simply write x, y and z equals. Now we will simply form the truth table, because again three values are there. So we would be having 8 combinations each. And here also we need only z dash, so we will only find out z dash. Students, remember one thing, that do not unnecessarily derive any column which is not needed, like x dash, y dash is not needed in this expression, so we don't need to find them. Okay, next is an on and operation between the three, x, y and z dash, that is x, y and z dash, and we need x plus z dash. Then we need y into x plus z dash, and then finally we need the combination of all. So we'll just draw the columns. So these are our columns, and now we will start evaluating. So first we will have to write the combinations of bits. Now we need to figure out z dash, which will be just the opposite, 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. Now we need x, y, z dash, that means x, y and z dash. So it will be 0 0 and 1, and there is AND operation, so it will be 0. Because 4 zeros are there, so straight away we can write zeros here. Now you can see 1 0 and 1, which will give us 0, 1 0 0, which will give us 0, 1 1 and 1, which will give us 1, 1 1 0, which will give us 0. So that is x, y and z dash for you. Next is we are going to derive the other field, that is x plus z dash, that is this one, x and z dash. So how are we going to do this? There is OR operation over here. Here we had AND operation, here we have OR operation. So 0 and 1 will be 1, 0 and 0 will be 0, then 0 and 1 will be 1, and because here we have 4 ones, so we can straight away write ones. Then we have y into x plus z dash. Now this x plus z dash can be derived from here, and in between these two, that is in between these two, we have the dot operation, because nothing is mentioned, so it will be dot, which means it is logical AND operation, and that would be y and x plus z dash, that is these two columns. So 0 and 1 will be 0, 0 and 0 will be 0, 1 and 1 will be 1, 1 and 0 will be 0. Then here we have 0, so we will be writing 0, 0, and here we have two ones, so that will be 1. Here also we have 1, so we will be writing 1. So now these two fields are derived. Now next we are going to deduce x, y, z dash plus y into x plus z dash, that is these two fields, this one and this one. So these two fields we will be doing the OR operation over here, because we have plus over here. Y x plus z dash is already the second term, and the first term is x y z dash. So 0 0 will be 0, 0 0 will be 0, 0 1 will be 1, and because two ones are there, we can simply write them here. So this is the truth table for the second function in x, y and z. And this column is the result column, result for all possible combinations of the three variables which are used in the function. Now we will be doing the second part of the question, that is drawing the logic circuit diagram for these expressions. So let's move on to that. Our first expression is y equals ab plus bc plus c dash a dash. So let us draw the logic circuit diagram for this expression. Now we had studied four types of gates in the previous class, that is AND, OR, NOT and buffer gate. So here y is the function, so we don't need to take y into consideration. We will only be considering the expression. We can see that the expression is in this form. We have three variables, so we will start with AB first, A and B, and because A also has a complement, so we will try to figure out, okay, we'll leave it for the later time. We will first join A and B using the AND gate, because there is AND operation between the two, and we will also write the output here. Next is B and C, so we write B, C over here. We extend a wire from here for B, and we extend a wire for C, and we also use AND gate for that, so this becomes BC and C dash A dash. So now what we are going to do is we want a complement of A and complement of C. So for C we will be extending, we will be attaching a wire to this already existing wire, and we would be attaching a NOT gate along with it. And same way for A also, we will be just, you can see this. Now whenever this wire has to intersect with another wire, just draw a small loop, just loop it around the wire. This is to show that these two wires are not intersecting each other. And here also we will use another NOT gate, and the gate between these two will also be AND gate. So this is C dash A dash, and in between all of these we have the OR gate. So one OR gate is required, which will be a 3-input OR gate, which will give us the final function Y. And Y stands for this. So this is the logic circuit diagram, and you can see how many gates we have used. We have used 3 AND gates, 1 OR gate and 2 NOT gates. Let us draw the logic circuit diagram for the next expression also. So our next expression is x, y, z dash plus y, x plus z dash. So we will now draw the logic circuit diagram for this expression. So we have x, we have y, and we have z. So we will write x, y and z together. We need z dash, so we will just extend it and we will get the attach a complement gate, which will give us z dash. Now x, y and z dash. These three are being attached to an AND gate. So that will give us x, y and z dash. Then we have x plus z dash. So first we will be again extending this wire over here, and z dash can already be taken from this end. So this, and there is an OR gate in between the two. So that OR gate will be taken this way and we get x plus z dash over here. And we also want to attach y using an AND gate in between. So y can be taken from here. Loop it around this wire. And this output, that is x plus z dash, which is already taken. And there is AND operation between the two, so this gives y x plus z dash. And finally we have the OR operation. So this is the final function f, which is x y z dash plus y x plus z dash. So this is the logic circuit diagram for the second expression. Always make sure that whenever you are extending a wire, you insert a circle, small dot filled circle like this, just to show a connection. And also whenever it has to pass through other wires, it should loop around that wire, rather than, this is to show that this wire is not intersecting or joining this wire in midway, right? So this way we can create our logic circuit diagram, and make sure that your logic circuit diagrams are pretty neat. So this is how, with the help of truth tables, we actually evaluate logical expressions. Next is, digital computers contain circuits that implement Boolean functions. The simpler that we make a Boolean function, the smaller the circuit that will result. So students, the main concern over here is to keep the circuit as simple as possible, because that will involve less number of logic gates, that is less number of electrical components, which will rather lead to creation or mass production of cost effective and cheaper, inexpensive printed circuit boards and electronic circuitry. Simpler circuits are cheaper to build, consume less power and run faster than complex circuits. This is the most important factor which enables us to reduce larger expressions into simpler ones. So now we will be seeing many such cases where we have to reduce the already existing logical expression into its simpler factors. With this in mind, we always want to reduce our Boolean functions to their simplest form. There are a number of Boolean identities that help us to do this. So, what are they? We are going to see some basic postulates of Boolean algebra. Boolean algebra, being a system of mathematics, consists of fundamental laws that are used to build a work table, cohesive framework upon which are based the theorems of Boolean algebra. So there are certain basic identities and laws on which entire Boolean algebra is based. These fundamental laws are known as basic postulates of Boolean algebra. These postulates state basic relations in Boolean algebra that follow. So let us start with the very first postulate here, that is, if x is not equal to 0, that means x will be 1, because we are working with one such system of math which is made out of this set 0 and 1. Only two values are there. So it is obvious that if x is not equal to 0, then x will be equal to 1, and if x is not equal to 1, then x will be equal to 0. A very simple postulate at that. Next is logical addition, that is OR relations. As I had already explained to you the OR gate and how it is known as logical addition. So we can see it for ourselves. When we are giving both the inputs as 0, the result is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, and 1 plus 1 is also 1, because here I had already explained through the truth table that if either of the inputs is 1, the result for OR operation will be 1. Next is AND relation, which also stands for logical multiplication. So 0 dot 0, even if one of the inputs is 0, the result will be 0, as you can see over here also. So for all these, you can see that there was at least one 0, so the result is 0. And only for this last case where both the inputs were 1, the result was 1. Complement rules, that is negation or your complement, you can say that the complement gate is used, the NOT gate which is used here. So when you supply 0, what comes out? 1, and when you supply 1, what comes out? 0. Next is the principle of duality, which is a very important concept of Boolean algebra. It is said that in Boolean algebra, every expression has its dual. Okay, so what is the dual of an expression? Starting with a Boolean relation, another Boolean relation can be derived by changing each OR sign to an AND sign, changing each AND sign to an OR sign, and replacing each 0 by 1 and each 1 by 0. The derived relation using duality principle is called dual of original expression. So in Boolean algebra, every expression which you see, it can be derived into, from this we can derive another equivalent Boolean relation just with opposite signs. Okay. For example, if we have an expression like we have the expressions over here, we will take these same expressions. Y equals AB plus B dash C plus C dash A dash. So we have this expression here, AB plus B dash C plus C dash A dash. Now, if you find any logical variable like A or A dash, B or B dash, C or C dash, we will not change these expressions, these logical variables. Like if we have A, we will not change into A dash. This is wrong. Why? Because dual doesn't mean, dual only says that we can change the plus into minus, plus into dot into plus, that is AND into or into AND. and if there is any literal which you are using, that is any constant which is either 0 or 1, so 0 will be changed to 1 and 1 will be changed to 0. But these are variables whose values are unknown. Hence, we cannot change their uh, we cannot change their values, because if a is 0, a dash should be what? 1, and if a is 1, a dash should be 0, which entirely changes the values of these variables. So the variables will remain as it is, like a b, but because a b means what? A dot b, that is a and b, so it will change into a plus b. Then this plus will change into dot b dash plus c dot c dash plus a dash. So this is the dual of this expression. So you can see that for every, and you will find that every postulate or identity or law which exists in Boolean algebra, it has its dual also. So you have to be prepared for everything, like whenever you are working with a logical expression, you also have to take into consideration its dual. Okay, that is a kind of another expression with the same value. It will yield the same value. Only thing is that the signs are different. The gates are just interchanged in that case. So students, that was all in today's class. In the next class, I will be discussing with you some basic theorems of Boolean algebra, and we will start the next class with finding the duals of certain expressions, certain logical expressions. So with this, I take your leave. If you have any doubts, kindly leave a comment in the YouTube channel, or you can also send it to me through WhatsApp.